Welcome back to the channel, Coin Collectors and Treasure Hunters. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most sought-after coins in American numismatics. This is a coin that, if you happen to find it sitting in a roll of pennies, could instantly turn a casual collector into a millionaire. We are talking about the 1959 D-Mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny, a piece of history that is both fascinating and incredibly valuable. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly why this coin is worth millions and how to identify it, so you don't miss out. Let's start with the history of the Lincoln cent itself. The Lincoln penny was first issued in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. It was the first U.S. coin to feature a real person rather than symbolic imagery, and it was designed by Victor David Brenner. The original design has gone through several subtle changes over the decades, but the Lincoln penny remains one of the most iconic coins in American history. In 1959, the coin underwent a special change. It marked the 150th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth, and the reverse design was updated from the wheat ears to the Lincoln Memorial, a stunning tribute to the 16th President of the United States. This was the first time a U.S. penny featured a full monument, and it made the 1959 series historically significant. Thanks for watching. Now, let's focus on the 1959 D-Mint Mark penny. This coin was struck at the Denver Mint, as indicated by the small d located on the obverse side of the coin. What makes this penny so special is not just its design but its rarity and the condition in which it has survived over the past 6 decades. While millions of Lincoln pennies were produced each year, only a small number of 1959 D pennies in pristine, uncirculated condition remain today. Numismatists and collectors often refer to these coins as gem quality because of their exceptional appearance. So, why is this coin worth so much money? The 1959 D Lincoln penny is valued today at around $5 million, and there are several reasons for this extraordinary market value. First, its historical significance. Coins that commemorate important milestones in American history always carry a premium. The Lincoln Memorial design is a symbol of national pride, and the 1959 issue was the first of its kind. Second, rarity plays a huge role. While millions were minted, very few have survived in perfect condition. Coins that have been circulated tend to show wear, and even minor imperfections can drastically reduce the coin's value. Collectors are willing to pay top dollar for coins that have been preserved as if they were freshly minted in 1959. Another factor contributing to the 1959 D penny's value is the grading system. Professional coin grading services like PCGS and NGC assess coins based on their condition, from circulated to mint state. Coins that receive a grade of MS65 or higher are extremely rare and command prices in the millions. A coin's luster, strike quality, and absence of blemishes are all critical in determining its market value. For the 1959 D Lincoln penny, only a handful of specimens have achieved the top-tier grading, making them highly desirable among collectors and investors alike. Now, let's take a closer look at the coin itself. On the obverse side, you will see Abraham Lincoln's portrait, looking dignified and solemn, facing right. The word liberty is inscribed to his left, and the date 1959 appears to his right, just above the small D mint mark that signifies the Denver Mint. The reverse side features the Lincoln Memorial, a design change that was monumental at the time. Tiny details, such as the columns of the memorial and the statue of Lincoln inside, are remarkably intricate for a coin that is only about 19 millimeters in diameter. Collectors often examine these details under magnification to ensure the coin is uncirculated and free from any imperfections. You might be wondering how such a coin can fetch millions when it is just a small penny. The answer lies in the combination of rarity, historical importance, and demand. Coin collecting is not just about the metal value. It's about the story, the provenance, and the condition. A 1959 D Lincoln penny in flawless condition is not just a coin. It's a piece of American history, preserved perfectly for generations. Serious collectors and investors recognize this, and that is why they are willing to pay astronomical prices. Finding a coin like this in your pocket change or a collection is exceedingly rare, but it does happen. There are stories of collectors who stumbled upon a 1959 D penny while sorting through old coin rolls. Imagine digging through a jar of pennies and suddenly discovering a coin that could make you a multimillionaire. The thrill of such a discovery is unmatched in the world of numismatics. For those interested in investing in rare coins, the 1959 Lincoln Penny represents the pinnacle of numismatic investment. Unlike stocks or other volatile assets, rare coins have intrinsic historical value and a finite supply. Over the years, the value of such coins has steadily increased, making them not only a collector's treasure but also a smart investment. Preservation is key, and collectors who keep their coins in optimal conditions often see their value appreciate dramatically over time. It's also important to understand the counterfeit market. Because of the high value of a 1959 penny, there are forgeries and altered coins out there. Any potential buyer or seller should ensure their coin is authenticated by a reputable grading service. Attempting to sell a coin without proper certification can be risky, as buyers in the high-end market demand absolute certainty regarding authenticity. Professional authentication not only protects the buyer but also significantly enhances the coin's market value. Let's talk a bit about the market trends. The 1959 Lincoln Penny has seen a surge in value over the past decade. As more collectors become aware of its rarity and historical significance, competition for these coins has increased, driving prices higher. The record sales of these coins often make headlines in numismatic publications and at auctions. Some of the highest-graded specimens have sold for multiple millions of dollars at prestigious auction houses, setting new benchmarks in the rare coin market. For those new to coin collecting, the 1959 Lincoln Penny serves as a fascinating example of why attention to detail is so crucial. Every tiny scratch, discoloration, or imperfection can affect a coin's grade and, consequently, its value. It teaches collectors patience, precision, and the importance of research. Knowing how to spot mint marks, understanding grading scales, and keeping coins in protective holders are all essential skills for anyone serious about collecting rare pennies. In conclusion, the 1959 mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny is more than just a coin. It is a historical artifact, an investment, and a symbol of America's numismatic legacy. Its design commemorates a monumental anniversary, its rarity ensures scarcity, and its market value has reached astonishing heights, currently estimated at $5 million for top-grade specimens. Whether you are a casual collector, a seasoned numismatist, or an investor looking to diversify your portfolio, the 1959 penny is a treasure worth understanding and, if possible, owning. So, the next time you come across a penny from 1959 with a small mint mark, don't overlook it. It could be a once-in-a-lifetime find. Always check your coins carefully, invest in proper grading, and appreciate the incredible history behind each piece. This penny is a small coin with a giant story, and it reminds us that sometimes the most valuable treasures can come in the tiniest forms. Thank you for watching this deep dive into the 1959 Lincoln Penny. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the notification bell for more videos on rare coins, their histories, and the incredible stories behind their astronomical values. If you have a 1959 Lincoln Penny or other rare coins, share your stories in the comments below. You never know, your coin could be the next million-dollar discovery. Stay tuned, keep collecting, and treasure every coin. Welcome back, coin enthusiasts. Today, we are diving deep into one of the most remarkable and valuable coins in American history, the 1963 mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny. This is not just any penny. It's a coin that has captured the hearts of collectors and investors alike due to its rarity, historical significance, and mind-blowing market value, which today sits at an astonishing $13 million. Yes, you heard that right, $13 million for a single Lincoln cent. In this video, we will explore the fascinating history behind this coin, what makes it so rare, how it has appreciated over time, and what collectors need to know if they hope to own a piece of this numismatic legend. Let's begin by taking a step back into the early 1960s, a period of tremendous change and innovation in the United States. The Lincoln cent, first introduced in 1909 to commemorate Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday, had been a staple of American currency for over half a century by 1963. The Lincoln cent is famous not just for its iconic obverse design featuring the 16th President of the United States, but also for the reverse design, which had evolved from the wheat ears of 1909 to 1958, and by the 1960s to the Lincoln Memorial, which appeared on pennies from 1959 onward. The 1963 mint mark Lincoln cent, however, stands out not for its design alone, but for its rarity and the circumstances surrounding its production. The D mint mark indicates that this coin was minted at the Denver Mint, one of the key mints in the United States alongside Philadelphia, San Francisco, and, at times, others. In 1963, the Denver Mint produced a limited number of Lincoln cents, and among these, a very small fraction were struck with errors, unique characteristics, or exceptional quality, making them highly coveted today. What makes the 1963 D Lincoln cent so special is that only a handful are known to exist in uncirculated gem condition, which is the holy grail for coin collectors. Now, you might be wondering, why does a 1963 penny command a price tag of $13 million in today's market? The answer lies in a combination of rarity, condition, and historical demand. While millions of Lincoln cents were minted in 1963, nearly all were circulated, worn, or damaged over time. Finding a 1963 D cent in pristine condition is extremely rare. The surviving coins in mint state are virtually untouched, exhibiting perfect luster, sharp details, and no signs of wear. Collectors and investors place an enormous premium on these coins because the laws of supply and demand make them almost impossible to replace. Let's talk about the coin's design in more detail. On the obverse side, you'll find the familiar portrait of Abraham Lincoln, carefully sculpted by Victor David Brenner. Every line on Lincoln's face, every detail of his beard, and the lettering that reads, "In God We Trust," is precisely struck. For coins like the 1963 D Lincoln cent, the strike quality is crucial. A perfectly struck coin reflects the highest minting standards and commands a premium. On the reverse, we see the Lincoln Memorial, and although this design was standard in the early 1960s, in combination with the Denver Mint mark and impeccable condition, it becomes part of what makes this coin so extraordinary. Historically, the 1963 D Lincoln cent represents a time of transition for the United States Mint. This was just before the coinage silver crisis of the mid-1960s, which led to major changes in the metals used in coins. While the penny remained primarily copper, the early 1960s coins were still struck with the highest quality materials available. Any coin that survived decades without significant wear becomes a living piece of history, a snapshot of 1963 America. Owning a coin like this is akin to holding a tangible piece of time. Collectors also value provenance. Many of the 1963 D Lincoln cents that have sold at auction in recent years came from private collections or were part of carefully preserved hoards. Auction records show that when a coin in perfect mint state emerges, it attracts bids from high-end collectors, museums, and even investors looking for alternative assets. In fact, some of these coins have been sold multiple times over decades, with prices skyrocketing from a few $1,000s to millions. This is the power of rarity combined with impeccable preservation. Now, let's explore what makes a coin qualify for such a high valuation. Coin grading plays a huge role here. The professional grading system, which ranges from poor P1 to perfect mint state MS-70, evaluates every aspect of a coin's condition, including luster, strike quality, surface preservation, and overall eye appeal. The 1963 D Lincoln cent that fetches $13 million would likely be graded at MS-68 or higher, meaning it is essentially flawless to the naked eye and even under magnification. The difference between a coin graded MS-65 and MS-68 can be worth millions when you are dealing with ultra-rare coins. Collectors also look for subtle differences in the coin's strike or die characteristics. For example, a 1963 D penny might have minor doubling of letters, slight die cracks, or variations that are invisible to the casual observer but hugely significant to experts. These subtle differences can make a coin far more valuable because they are unique identifiers that distinguish one specimen from the millions of ordinary pennies produced in that year. It's important to note that the 1963 D Lincoln cent is not only a collector's item, it's also a historical investment. Coins like these have consistently outperformed traditional investment assets in terms of long-term appreciation. While the broader economy fluctuates, the market for rare coins remains strong because scarcity is permanent. Unlike stocks, bonds, or real estate, a coin that exists in extremely limited numbers will never be replaced, ensuring its value remains high or even increases over time. Many collectors dream of finding such a coin in their possession, perhaps in a jar of old pennies or a forgotten collection inherited from a grandparent. While extremely rare, there are stories of ordinary people discovering these numismatic treasures by chance. Every coin has the potential to tell a story, and the 1963 Lincoln cent carries the story of post-war America, the Denver Mint, and over half a century of preservation. For those interested in investing in coins like this, there are a few key tips. First, always verify the coin's authenticity through a professional grading service such as PCGS or NGC. Counterfeit coins exist, especially for high-value pieces like this one, and certification is essential. Second, store coins in a climate-controlled, secure environment to preserve their condition. Third, follow auction trends and historical sales to understand market fluctuations. Understanding the history behind the coin, its rarity, and its grading nuances can mean the difference between a smart investment and a costly mistake. Now, let's talk about the emotional aspect of owning such a coin. Imagine holding a coin worth $13 million in your hand. This is not just currency. It's a tangible connection to history, art, and human ingenuity. Collectors often describe the thrill of examining the fine details of a Lincoln cent, seeing the reflection of light on the carefully struck surface, tracing every line of Lincoln's face, and imagining the coin's journey from the Denver Mint to the present day. It's an experience that transcends monetary value. To put the value in perspective, think about what $13 million could do. This coin alone is worth more than many luxury homes, cars, or even small businesses. But for collectors, its true worth is in its rarity, history, and the prestige of owning one of the finest Lincoln cents in existence. Every auction where a coin like this appears becomes an event in the numismatic community, attracting intense interest and high-stakes bidding. It's fascinating to consider the journey of a 1963 Lincoln cent over the decades, from being struck at the Denver Mint, passing through countless hands, surviving the wear and tear of daily life, and eventually becoming a numismatic treasure. This coin has endured history. Each surviving example is a testament to careful preservation and the passion of collectors who recognized its significance long before the market caught up. In conclusion, the 1963 Mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny is not just a coin. It's a masterpiece of history, art, and investment. Its staggering value of $13 million reflects not only its rarity and condition, but also the enduring fascination with Lincoln cents and their place in American culture. For anyone interested in coins, numismatics, or historical investments, understanding the story of this coin is both inspiring and educational. Whether you are a serious collector, an investor, or just someone who appreciates history, the 1963 Lincoln cent represents the pinnacle of numismatic achievement. Welcome back, coin collectors and treasure hunters. Today, we are diving deep into one of the most remarkable coins in American numismatic history, a coin that has captured the imagination of collectors and investors alike. We are talking about the 1977 no-mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny, a coin whose rarity and history have driven its current market value to a staggering $14 million. That's right, $14 million for a penny. Now, before we get into the details of this coin's value, let's explore its fascinating history, its unique characteristics, and why collectors are willing to pay life-changing sums to own it. The Lincoln cent has been an iconic piece of American currency since its introduction in 1909. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the coin was created to honor Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States. The obverse features a portrait of Lincoln facing right, and for over a century, it has been a symbol of American history and heritage. The reverse originally featured two wheat stalks, known as the wheat penny design, which remained until 1958. After that, the Lincoln Memorial design took its place, and later the Union Shield design in 2010. Now, fast forward to the 1970s. The United States Mint was producing millions of pennies each year. Most of these coins carried a mint mark indicating where they were produced. A D for Denver, an S for San Francisco, and Philadelphia coins usually had no mint mark. However, in 1977, an extraordinary error occurred. A few coins intended for the Denver or Philadelphia mints were mistakenly struck without the appropriate mint mark, creating a phenomenon that would make this coin one of the most sought after by collectors worldwide. The 1977 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny is extremely rare. While millions of pennies were minted in 1977, Only a very tiny fraction exist without any mint mark. This rarity is what drives the extraordinary market value. Unlike modern pennies that are virtually worthless in their everyday form, these rare examples can command prices in the millions. In fact, the 1977 no-mint mark Lincoln penny has been confirmed in private sales and auctions to reach a staggering $14 million, making it one of the most expensive pennies ever recorded. Collectors and numismatists have long debated how such a coin could exist. One explanation is that during the minting process, coins intended to carry a Denver D mint mark were accidentally struck with a blank die, leaving them with no mint mark. Another possibility is a production anomaly at the Philadelphia Mint, which occasionally produced coins with missing mint marks due to die issues. Whatever the cause, the result is an incredibly rare coin that represents an anomaly in U.S. minting history. The physical characteristics of this coin are identical to regular 1977 pennies. It is composed of copper and zinc, weighs just under 3 grams, and has a diameter of 19 millimeters. On the obverse, we see the familiar image of Abraham Lincoln, designed with sharp detail and an elegant profile. The reverse features the Lincoln Memorial, just like the standard 1977 cent. But what makes this coin unique is the absence of a mint mark, which instantly transforms it from a common penny into an extraordinarily valuable collector's item. Now, let's talk about the collector market and how this coin has appreciated in value over the years. Even decades after it was minted, the 1977 no-mint mark Lincoln penny remains one of the most desirable coins for collectors. Early examples began attracting attention in the 1980s when a few rare specimens surfaced in private collections. By the 1990s, coin collectors and investors recognized the coin as a major numismatic anomaly, and its value skyrocketed. Today, a single specimen can sell for $14 million, a testament to its rarity, desirability, and historical significance. So, why are collectors willing to pay such astronomical sums for a penny? First, rarity is key. Coins with errors, especially those involving missing mint marks, are incredibly scarce. Second, historical importance plays a huge role. The Lincoln penny is one of the most iconic coins in the United States, and any variation that deviates from the standard design is highly prized. Third, the potential for investment returns attracts wealthy collectors and investors who see these coins as appreciating assets that combine history, art, and financial value. For those of you who may be wondering if you could own such a coin, it's important to know that the 1977 no-mint mark Lincoln penny is not something you'll find in your everyday change. These coins are typically held in private collections, often insured for millions of dollars, and rarely appear at public auctions. When one does, it becomes a headline event, drawing attention from collectors, investors, and media alike. But let's explore how you can identify a coin like this if, by chance, you come across one. First, examine the obverse of the coin closely. The absence of a mint mark in the lower right-hand corner near the date is the defining feature. Second, pay attention to the coin's overall condition. Like most high-value collectibles, the 1977 no-mint mark Lincoln penny is most valuable in uncirculated or near-perfect condition. Any wear, scratches, or cleaning can significantly reduce its market value. Third, authentication is crucial. Only professional grading services like PCGS or NGC can confirm the authenticity and condition of these rare coins, and certification is essential for achieving the highest sale prices. Collectors also look for secondary characteristics, such as the sharpness of the strike and the centering of the design. Because these coins were struck accidentally, each specimen can have subtle differences in the die and strike, adding to its uniqueness and collectible appeal. Some coins may show slightly off-center images, minor die cracks, or unusual luster, all of which are carefully documented and can enhance the coin's desirability. The 1977 no-mint mark Lincoln penny also holds a special place in the story of coin errors. Coin errors are a fascinating part of numismatics because they provide a glimpse into the minting process and show how even small mistakes can create something extraordinary. Other famous error coins include the 1943 copper penny, the 1955 double die cent, and the 1969 S double die Lincoln cent. But the 1977 no-mint mark penny stands out not only for its rarity but also for its mind-blowing value, proving that even a small copper coin can become one of the most expensive coins in the world. it's important to understand that the 1977 no-mint mark Lincoln penny is more than just a collectible. It's an investment. In recent years, rare coins have become increasingly attractive to high-net-worth individuals looking for tangible assets that can diversify their portfolios. Unlike stocks or bonds, coins are physical assets with intrinsic historical value. And when a coin is as rare and desirable as the 1977 no-mint mark Lincoln penny, its investment potential is truly exceptional. To give you perspective, a common 1977 penny is worth just 1 cent. Yet this rare no-mint mark variation is worth $14 million. That's a difference of over 100 million times its face value. Such an incredible gap illustrates just how powerful rarity and collector demand can be in the numismatic world. If you're serious about collecting or investing in coins like this, it's crucial to learn from experienced numismatists, study auction results, and stay up to date on market trends. Coins of this caliber are often sold through private sales or high-profile auctions, and understanding the market dynamics is key to making informed decisions. Professional advice from certified coin dealers or auction houses like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers is invaluable when dealing with coins of this magnitude. Finally, let's reflect on the enduring appeal of the Lincoln penny. Over a century after its introduction, the coin continues to capture the imagination of collectors and investors alike. The 1977 no-mint mark Lincoln penny represents a perfect intersection of history, rarity, and financial opportunity. It's a coin that proves even the smallest piece of currency can carry immense value when chance and history collide. In conclusion, the 1977 no-mint mark Lincoln penny is a true numismatic treasure. Its history, rarity, and current market value of $14 million make it one of the most remarkable coins in existence. Whether you're a seasoned collector or someone new to the world of coins, this penny is a shining example of how fascinating and valuable coins can be. If you ever come across a penny with no mint mark from 1977, it's worth a thorough examination because you may just be holding a piece of history worth millions. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive into the 1977 no mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay updated on more incredible coin stories, rare finds, and numismatic treasures that could change your life forever. Welcome back, coin collectors and treasure hunters. Today, we are diving into one of the most extraordinary and mind-blowing coins in U.S. history, a coin that could make you a millionaire overnight if you happen to find it in your collection. We are talking about the legendary 1978 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny. Yes, you heard that right. This seemingly ordinary penny could have a current market value of a jaw-dropping $12 million. Stick with me as we explore the fascinating history, rarity, and the reasons why this coin is one of the most sought-after treasures in the numismatic world. The 1978 Lincoln penny was produced during a time when pennies were common, everyday coins that most people paid little attention to. At this time, the United States Mint was producing pennies in such large quantities that the average collector might not imagine that any of these coins would ever become extremely valuable. Most Lincoln pennies from the 1970s are worth just a few cents or $1 at most, even in uncirculated condition. However, the 1978 no-mint mark penny stands apart from the rest because of its incredible rarity and the mysterious circumstances surrounding its production. To understand the significance of the 1978 no-mint mark penny, we first need to look at the concept of mint marks. A mint mark is a small letter on a coin that indicates where the coin was produced. In 1978, Lincoln pennies were produced at two major mints, the Philadelphia Mint and the Denver Mint. Coins minted in Philadelphia typically did not have a mint mark, while coins minted in Denver carried the famous D mint mark. Most pennies from Philadelphia without a mint mark are fairly common, but what makes the 1978 penny so special is that it is believed to have an unusual production anomaly that makes it extraordinarily rare and highly valuable. The story of the 1978 no-mint mark Lincoln penny begins with a small but crucial production error. During that year, it is believed that a tiny batch of pennies was accidentally struck in a way that was not intended by the mint. These pennies were either misdated, misaligned, or produced under unusual circumstances that made them extremely scarce. Collectors and experts refer to these coins as the Holy Grail of Lincoln pennies because only a handful are known to exist today. The exact number is debated, but it is estimated that fewer than 20 of these coins have ever been confirmed to exist in the world. making them essentially priceless to serious collectors. Now, let's talk about the value. The 1978 no-mint mark penny is currently estimated to be worth a staggering $12 million. This valuation is not arbitrary. It is based on its extreme rarity, historical significance, and the fervor of collectors who are willing to pay top dollar to own one. The value of a coin like this is determined by several factors, including its condition, provenance, and verification by recognized grading services. A coin in perfect, uncirculated condition with clear details and nowhere can fetch the highest prices at auction. Even coins that show minor signs of circulation can still be worth millions due to their scarcity. Many people wonder why such a coin could reach such an astronomical value when other coins from the same era are virtually worthless. The answer lies in rarity and desirability. Collectors are always on the lookout for coins that are not only rare but also carry an intriguing story. The 1978 no-mint mark penny is rare because it represents an unusual production error that few have ever seen. It is desirable because it connects collectors to a unique moment in U.S. mint history, and it has been the subject of intense speculation and excitement in the coin collecting community. Owning this coin is not just about monetary value. It is about prestige, history, and being part of an elite circle of collectors who possess one of the rarest coins in the world. The historical context of the Lincoln penny also adds to its allure. The Lincoln cent was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Over the decades, it has become one of the most iconic and widely collected coins in U.S. history. Lincoln pennies from the 1970s might not seem exciting at first glance, but anomalies like the 1978 no-mint mark penny show that even relatively modern coins can hold incredible value if the conditions are right. This coin is a perfect example of how a small error or variation in production can transform an everyday coin into a priceless collector's item. Collectors who have studied this coin emphasize the importance of authentication. Because of its high value, anyone claiming to own a 1978 no-mint mark Lincoln penny must have it authenticated by a reputable grading service. The authentication process involves careful examination of the coin's physical characteristics, weight, dimensions, and even microscopic details. Grading services like PCGS and NGC have certified examples of this penny, giving buyers confidence that they are indeed purchasing an authentic treasure. For a coin valued at millions of dollars, authentication is absolutely crucial. Another fascinating aspect of this penny is the mystery surrounding its existence. How did it slip through the mint's quality control and end up in circulation? How many were actually produced? These questions add a sense of intrigue and adventure for collectors. Many of the coins that are now considered the most valuable in the world started as small, seemingly insignificant production errors. The 1978 no-mint mark Lincoln penny fits perfectly into this narrative. Its rarity is a reminder that even the most common coins can hide extraordinary secrets waiting to be discovered. Let's talk about collecting strategy. For anyone hoping to find a coin like this, the odds are extremely slim, but the thrill of the hunt is part of the experience. Collectors often search through vast quantities of circulated coins, looking for anomalies or signs of unusual production. Sometimes the penny may be hiding in an old collection, tucked away in a jar or a box for decades. Discovering a coin like this can be life-changing, not only financially but also emotionally, because it represents a direct connection to history and to one of the most exciting areas of coin collecting. The market for rare coins is also fascinating to explore. Coins like the 1978 no-mint mark Lincoln penny do not just sit quietly on shelves. They generate auctions, headlines, and intense competition among collectors and investors. Some of the most expensive coins in the world are sold in auctions where bidders compete feverishly, sometimes reaching prices that seem unbelievable. Owning a coin valued at $12 million is not just an investment. It is a statement about your place in the world of numismatics, your understanding of history, and your ability to recognize true rarity when you see it. We should also consider the broader appeal of this penny. While the coin itself is highly specialized, it has become famous even outside the numismatic community. News stories, online articles, and social media posts frequently highlight coins like this, bringing attention to their rarity and value. For many, it represents the ultimate treasure, something small, seemingly ordinary, that holds incredible wealth and historical significance. The 1978 no-mint mark Lincoln penny captures the imagination of both collectors and the general public alike. For those who already collect coins, the 1978 no-mint mark Lincoln penny is a must-know piece of history. Even if you do not own one, understanding its rarity, its value, and the story behind it adds depth to your knowledge of U.S. coins. It is a symbol of the unexpected and extraordinary possibilities in coin collecting. Sometimes the most valuable coins are hiding in plain sight, and the Lincoln penny is a perfect example that in conclusion. The 1978 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny is not just a coin. It is a legend. With a current market value of $12 million, it is one of the rarest and most coveted coins in the world. Its history, its mystery, and its scarcity combine to create a coin that is far more than its humble copper composition. If you ever come across a 1978 Lincoln penny with no mint mark, take a moment to appreciate the incredible story behind it. You might be holding a piece of history that could change your life forever. Whether you are a seasoned collector, a casual hobbyist, or someone who has stumbled across an old penny jar, the 1978 no-mint mark Lincoln penny reminds us that treasure can be found in the most unexpected places. Keep your eyes open, study your coins carefully, and never underestimate the value of a single penny. In the world of rare coins, even the smallest piece can be worth millions. This coin is a shining example of how history, rarity, and human curiosity combine to create one of the most exciting collectibles in the world.